Hi there, it's me, Mr. Midshipman. I just wanted to show you me painting my Gixxer, or what they call Suzuki GSX-R 600. For painting it, the best place to paint it is outside here in the fall after the frost comes, if you can get a 70-degree day. But if you can't, it's going to be a real problem. So let's see the paint we're using. We're using this stuff I got on eBay, which I'm willing to bet you're not going to find a better deal at a better quality paint. This here, you really get more than you pay for. Right there it is, see? Hot rod polyurethane, which it's not just called urethane. It's the same thing though, if you didn't figure that out. Also, this here is Chem Fats Hot Rat Rod Matte Black Top Coat. See that? But you can also use it as the whatever you call that, primer. I was going to say undercoat, but it's kind of weird, you know, when you're thinking at the same time you're talking. It's like chewing gum and thinking and talking and playing basketball at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of hard. And skiing too at the same time you're playing basketball. So here we got this color, urethane single stage. See how it says that? That's because it's not two-part. It doesn't have a clear coat. You do not want a clear coat on a motorcycle. Unless you're one of those guys, I'm not going to mention who they are, but they drive their motorcycles like 3 days a freaking year. Yeah, and they all brag how they're cruising. I don't want to say, but they're not really. My bike does a better job at it than theirs does. I even bet these certain people that, well, you know what a gallon cask can looks like. I bet you. So let's take this bet now. See, this is a gallon can. We're going to empty our petcocks out on our tanks, and we're going to go. And may the best man win, and faith will decide. That's Beowulf. Yeah, so this is a gallon container. So you get a gallon in your bike, and I get a gallon in my bike. And I know that you and all your friends are lying. That's what I'm getting sick about, liars. Aren't you? I'm telling you, there's more liars now than there ever was. So we painted... Again, we want to, like, I found out too, like, you don't really want to think you just know something everybody else don't know. Like these braggarts that come around here, you know. Like, you'll see they'll come around and start with the bragging about everything. So, I just made to tell you there. See? They're not going to like the fact that we got this paint for under $50 for the whole kit. Anyway, you don't get 2 cans, you get like the 1.5 quarts, because you have to mix the reducer and the catalyst hardener. Yeah, even though this paint really isn't, I wouldn't recommend it for custom motorcycles. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Let's rephrase that. I retract that statement. Let's just say, for those kind of motorcycles where they just waste money, because that's what it's all about. You know, the kind of motorcycle where you would like tape $100 bills all over it just to go, see how cool I am? You know, that's about what it makes sense. Think about it. That's about it. So, when I painted this with the, I have to actually look that up on the can, because I won't be able to say it without lying for these nitpickers. The Hot Rat Rod Matte Black Top Coat. Boy, that's hard. See, because I would have called it, and I want to do what I want to do, you know? That's why I don't like you. I want to call it Hot Rod Rat Matte Black Top Coat. I think that's what they wanted, but somebody at the screwy printing company just can't get it right, you know? Think what I said. It makes way more sense. Because I think for a jingle and classic, Hot Rod goes together, and Rat Matte is like M&M, you know, goes together. So, duh. Somebody's screwing up, and it isn't me. So that's what's so funny about this channel. Most people go, it's a comedy channel. It is, because look at that. No, you've got a smirk now. Don't get caught doing it. Go in the mirror and start smirking at people without being seen. If you watch these videos, you'll see how funny they all are. This here's the piece that holds the windscreen. That has got to be matte black, because like I said, the original Suzuki Gixxer matte black paint scheme, that's the way it is with the excuse me, I don't know if I got this on camera, but see the gloss wheels. And the forums will tell you to paint your wheels matte black, and it's going to look weird, I'm telling you. So what I was getting back to there, that finishes out a topic that you don't really know more than they do. These people are engineers that are working together, like 100 of them, you know, and they actually repaint it. Now they got computer enhancements. They can actually see what it looks like. It don't look good. You ever see that, like on Orange County choppers? They do that, you know, it don't look good with those wheels. They don't look good for that. That's the same thing that this company does. But this is much larger, the Suzuki Corporation. By the way, you can't buy a Suzuki car in America no more. No, they're still sold over in Asia. They're compared to a BMW. Yes. Again, you want to bet? How much? Easy $5 grand. Here's a chance to make some money. So what I've done was, this is stage 1. Remember, there's no top coat, and I didn't tell you why. You don't want the 2-stage paint job on a motorcycle, or you don't even want to use the urethane. This urethane is so freaking hard, buddy. It's like this hard. See that? Nice sharp hanger, key. Go right down it with a key. You go, you son of a bitch, your bike, I can't key it. You know? And you can't. So even if you did key it, you can put this nitro stain in it. Even though they have all these new type Fandango type of recipes for the kids today, because, you know, this is ABS. You know that ABS doesn't rust, though, kid. Come on. You think that's stupid, but believe me, there are people that don't. We know what this means, ABS. So this stuff is like 50 years old. Go ahead and look it up just for your own entertainment purposes. It's been around forever, you know. It's the original red body putty. See, that wasn't even on there. That's why it sounds like I'm stuttering, because I don't even read what I'm saying. So this is the 7001, see? So why not just do that? Everybody else lies. Sure. And here I use this 220 sandpaper, see? That's right, and it's made by, believe it or not, this is, you're not going to believe this is made in China. Yes, stupid clown. Who would believe that? That's made in China. Come on. So here are the ABS pieces that I went over with stage 1 first coat. And what I'm trying to show you, this video is all about, basically, is using this nitro stain for filling in scratches. So you can get a good smirk out of that when you see people using it. See how I just take it? You wonder why it's made in a tube like that, because maybe you just put a little dab on your finger like that. You know? And I want to tell you how stupid kids are. They keep asking me, must have been 10 times why I wear these gloves. Well, you could get a big hawking knife like that, one of those black squeegees, and put a big layer on. But again, you know, that's because I myself, I like to sand more of this material off and waste it. That's why I've had this tube for over 20 or some years now. That's a word you mentioned too. But see, that's all it's for, filling in the scratches. So when you see somebody going with a big squeegee going, putting it all over the place, then you'll know. You can smirk and go, boy, that guy is freaking nuts. Just walk, well, let me see, it's a insurance collision job. I need to walk around your shop. And you'll go in there, eventually you'll see, you go, oh my God, you don't really want to put any more than a dab on your finger and smear it around. Here's another one, because this is stage 1, so I do have to sand it. But, see these? These are stone chips. So, what's that have to do with me and you? Personally, I think that this goes, see, I guessed right. This is the forward part. See, this goes underneath the frame of the motorcycle. And up here, it's like where the radiator is. In here, see? The radiator's in this section. So what's this? Come on, BAU, you should know. What are they? The chips. Nope, I'm wrong. I got it upside down, see? I'm guessing. Right? Live. This is live. Yeah, that's the ones right there, see? They are stone chips from the tire kicking up stones. Cinders like. And now this one here is the old miss the key thing. He's a little shy on the key at night, you know, because it's right underneath the seat here. Now I see. See right here? This is where the seat is, so when he sticks the key in, his arms aren't as long as mine, so he's like short. So if his arms were even shorter, he'd stick it here and then scratch it. And you can see, even though I say this kind of paint here, this polyurethane right here, isn't really for motorcycles, because I'm going to show you why, because when I was sanding that just came right off. See? But see this run here? I still been sanding that. And why is that run there? Because, you know, you're spraying and you go, oh, damn, I see them scratches. You just want to, like, and then I stopped because I'm there, oh, it's running. Because they wanted to just, like, put it on there thick so it would fill in the scratches. In other words, though, I'm telling you the truth. You can use this stuff for undercoat. And, you know, in the, not so much body shop, you can teach you like a teacher, but a body shop teacher will just, like, cut you loose. You know what I mean? And he'll just be there like the guy, you go, oh my God, look at this guy. He's one of those worthless YouTube trolls. Maybe that's what he should do till he dies. But see, he'll come up to you and go, yes, don't use that freaking, like I said, primer. Because it's only to fill in the scratches that this nitro stain did. So we're cutting lots of money out. Because I think that stuff is probably freaking $80, $100 a gallon, and you're going to need a gallon and a half to do your car, depending how deep some of the scratches are that you want to fill. But if you have any like voids, like sags or something, you can't use this. You have to use that other two-part polyester stuff, which I didn't use that either, because you can see my boat that I've used epoxy fairing compound, which I don't care. I don't care if it's 10 times harder to sand. But let's bring this piece up again and show you that the best way, what are we looking for? Oh, here it was. This was this piece. This piece is the original piece, but I had to weld it, see? And have I welded before? No. But by using the mind over matter, I was able to accomplish this welding with the ABS. See? And it doesn't crack. Oh, it had a stinking hairline crack right across the top there. And every time you would have painted it, it would have just got to be another hairline crack on top of another hairline crack. So what I did here is they give you like this, like window screen, metal screening. See it? And I put first I put some of that stuff on and smushed it around. It's just basically a big soldering iron with a pad. You get them at Harbor Freight for under $10, and they give you the stuff with it, the ABS. So you see, we're not going to have that hairline crack, even though the seat is right here, you know, and it probably hangs over enough to cover it, but it comes all the way out. So I didn't like it, hairline crack. I figure if it's a hairline crack now, this piece was so smashed up that I had a right here, like a big one right here. Oh, here it is. It continued right here. It's easy to show you on the back side because it was coming, the crack was coming right across here and right through here and then up. So right here I had a big crack, see? And I mean, it was pushed in the one side further because he hit something hard there. So I bought this used from California. I'll give you a clue that I'm not lying. See the speck of the paint that I tried to remove. Every speck. And then I took the spray gun and sprayed any spot so you won't see any of that. That's the only spot that I missed. See it? Yeah. So that proves it's from California, San Francisco. These are used parts. And I've never ever, I didn't say this now, just disregard that I even said this, but that bike was purple, and God, that must have looked really I don't even think people that are gay would ride that bike, really. It's way beyond gay. What I'm thinking of is like, I'm thinking something like a gay Prince, you know, like that Prince guy. He would, you know. But where are we at now? Oh, we're on one of these. So I don't know if I told you, yeah, you want to sand out in the rain like this when you wet sand, because you see it never dries, and when that stuff dries, it sticks again, you know, because it's maybe lacquer based, but this water hydrates it, and then it gets in the sun, and it just sticks on there again. Because it's not lacquer, it's water, it'll come off again, but you still have to scrub and hose, pressure hose it, and this way you don't have to do none of the above. Just leave it out here, and then tomorrow morning the rain will wash it off, in my case right now, which is, by the way, I do believe it's 1600 Zulu, October 23rd, Wednesday. Yes, but I'm trying to show you what another weld is. So here I found it. Oh, this here shows you, yeah, see, I was hanging them up, trying to paint them like that. That way I could, see, I could hang them up on this here, and then I could just spin them, and like this. But it's not so good hanging. If you want to get a good job, make it easier on yourself. Don't lay it on the floor, either lay it on a bench like this here. Just nothing more than a 4x8 sheet of plywood on sawhorses. Before I forget, and before I forget, that's that piece I wanted to show you that I welded this to. So get smart at those people and the reviews on Harbor Freight when they try to condemn this, you know, welder that costs under $10. Now you'll see this, like the other welders, the one that costs like $60, who's got like a 1-star review, and try to learn now something that might even be more valuable than what you've ever learned in school, and that's the fact that it may be very well be true that $60 welder isn't as good as the $10 welder, so you're just going to be very confused, like I was, and so I'm here to set you straight that this is the one you really want. This piece was just dinkily hanging on there. Now it's as strong as the rest because I welded it. Yeah, it's really fun, and I don't need to disrespect your intelligence by showing you how to do it. But you're not going to believe it. You probably suspect that those people that run around with no avatar of their self and no videos on a YouTube application, you know, a video application, you must have suspected that they're totally worthless people, and they probably can't. When they go to the doctors, he doesn't know how to teach them how to wipe their ass correctly. And, you know, it's like, well, look, we have all these problems, Mac, there, doctor, and, you know, and he's there. Could you imagine being a doctor? I couldn't do that job. You know when I could do this surgery? I noticed I met my surgeon. He says, you know, you're lucky. You're the only one he's ever talked to in like 20 years. He doesn't talk to anybody. I didn't realize till about a week later I'm there. Wow, I didn't know you could actually be a doctor and do that. And then there's that guy, Gregory House, that show, you know that I love that. Except the point where he's going to jail and all that. I don't really want to go there. Yes. And by the way, this, you can get a clear coat for this too. Gloss or flat. But like I said, you don't want clear coat because if they scratch this piece, these are the pieces that go over the side of this back seat, like something like that, see? Well, it's upside down. I got the wrong side. So, somebody goes along ahead and keys this. Anyway, there's two lines here, right here, that I was able to sand out too. They're, see these, just little casting lines. I don't know what I needed them for, so I sanded them out, and now it's nice and smooth. So yeah, if they want to key it, They can't because it won't scratch. But if it did scratch, all you'd have to do is get this stuff right here. Yourself, you can do it. You don't need to like, oh my God, look what they did to my... I don't want to mention it, so remember, I didn't say this, but some of the motorcycle paint jobs can cost over $25,000. Not because they're really worth that, but because you're dumb enough to pay it. So rather than pay $25,000 to get the whole bike repainted, just get the, well, let's be fair, $5,000. So rather than do, because you took the parts off and took them in. Yep, so rather than do that, just paint, put some of this on a finger and fill in that scratch real nicely, like you can see I did here. And just fill up what's called a, what do they call those? Airbrush gun. Yes, and just airbrush it. And then guess what? I'm pretty sure, because I'm using this 320 stuff, or was it 220? That's right, I'm sorry, 220. Yeah, and it's not doing too good a job. I'm willing to also bet now, with any car polishing compound that you got, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, I don't care who makes it, you're not going to polish this stuff. If you get like some kind of imperfection and you want to polish it, this is the only way. You got to go back to resanding and repainting the job. Sorry, really is the truth. So then all you're going to do is like, since this is, what did I say it was? And that's right, it's 220. See? So rather than go back to here, you probably want to get like, I think they make 2,000. And because it's a flat color and it doesn't have this clear coat on it, it looks dimensional. You're not going to have like this thing where you stuck your dirty thumb there and just sanded it into the clear coat. You know, like a dip like this. You know, like this, a dip there where you sanded it out and now the clear coat remains. And now this is higher than the clear coat. Yeah. Anyway, black's the only color that works like that with. Perfectly. Flawlessly. Yes. So, now you know what's really going on. You can get a real kick out of those people. See? You can analyze everything and figure it all out. So now, we got to put these, you know, everything's getting wet out here, including me. And not only that, it's like 40 freaking degrees out here. And you got to wait till like Tuesday when it goes up to 70 again before I can paint it. But why I paint stuff in the fall like this, because I didn't buy this bike till last fall. It's been a year and I didn't paint it. Because I put it all together and it's just sitting there. Now I can paint it because this time, man, you just sit here and pray like me. Oh, I can't wait till the frost comes, because once it comes, have you seen a bug in this whole video? Well, no, that's why. Painting outside here is actually better than some... I painted in a paint booth, and the whole freaking thing just fills up with a big fog. You need all these super... You just can't stop spending money when you go that route.